Welcome to another stock market portfolio update video, and thank you guys for the support recently. It's been incredible, really. Like, the support you guys have been showing me is just unbelievable. Like 100 likes a video at the moment, it seems like we've been getting, and it's just amazing support. And this is why I do it, really. I do it for me to be able to look back on and see the progress I'm making, hopefully with the stock market, and also being able to just hopefully be as relatable as possible and just be a channel that like you can sit down and watch and just know there's not like being hidden things, you know what I mean, people hiding things. And yeah, not many people obviously show their portfolios because it is a personal thing, but I love how we've grown a community. People in the Discord are chatting about different stocks and what they've been buying, and yeah, it's been really cool over the years since growing this channel. But anyway, we'll get into the stock market portfolio, and yeah, so we're on the good old Apple. And it is funny, I know I keep saying it in every single video, but we got 7 shares. Bought this in 2021 when I was 21 years old, and I always remember buying this outside of my old job. I was on a lunch break and I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy some Apple because it's the best company in the world. At the time it was, and it still is now, since Nvidia's had its drop. And yeah, I just remember buying the stock and I was thinking, well, if that stock's, this is obviously when I was really new to investing. I was like, well, if Apple's like the best performing company, they're making all this money, I even use all the products, why don't I buy some shares? And I bought 7 shares and I'm up 115%. And I'm probably going to keep that just as like a little reference where I'll be at if I would have just maybe just kept buying Apple. I don't know, or like just, it's just I don't know if I will ever sell it. It's a kind of a bit of a like a sentimental thing, probably a bit weird, I know, just even saying that out loud, but it's just yeah, it's just something that like even in years to come, it's just quite cool to just look back on and be like, wow, it's just you held it all that time, of an average of $125 a share. Fubo, obviously this is my speculative stock, as people know. Obviously it could go completely the other way, hence why it's like 1 to 2% of my portfolio. And I believe they could turn a profit and become profitable, which I've mentioned before in my videos. I'm hoping they can end of next year, but it's probably a bit slim, more like 2026. We could hopefully start seeing a profit from Fubo. And once we go to start seeing a profit, then that's when obviously the share price will skyrocket, because then they won't be losing or burning money, because at the moment there's a chance it could go bankrupt because they'll run out of money. But I'm taking the chance that they could turn a profit, because from their financials they have slowly started growing the fact that they could become profitable, and they're getting closer and closer. So that's why I've taken the chance on Fubo. Grab, this one's a very interesting one. I've bought more of this stock now. I'm on 1,000 shares. I think I said previously I wanted to get to 1,000 or double up or buy more. Well, I've managed to buy some more now, and my average is $4.97. I would like that average to be lower. I can see this, if we have a correction in the market, we could see this go below $4, and I would buy some more. So I won't be buying any more. I think I'm just going to hold off now. But if we start seeing it get closer to the $4, $4.50 and things like that, I'll be buying. I'll be averaging in. But I think they could do a very good earnings coming up. I think their earnings could be very good. And that could see us go to $6 depending on the earnings. But yeah, it's got so much cash, actually, so much cash. So it's got $6 billion in cash at the moment. So 30% of the stock is cash. So that's another thing that's very appealing about Grab. So that means they can buy back their shares, which I think they're doing $500 million worth of share buybacks at the moment, which will help out EPS, which will be very good as an investor, because obviously the EPS will be rising, meaning the stock price will have an effect and go up. They've got 42 million monthly users at the moment, and at the moment they're essentially like a super app, because Uber came into Indonesia and them surrounding areas and tried to have their product in there, but they couldn't compete with Grab, because Grab was essentially a super app where, one, it was cheaper for people to use Grab's app for taxi rides and things like that, and transport. And also you can order food from it, you can get travel insurance from it, you can send payments through it. It's pretty much a bit of a super app. And Uber actually bought 30% of Grab. It ends up getting a bit of a stake in Grab, and yeah, I think about 30%. So that's just a few reasons why I like Grab. And also the CEO is the founder, which I always like, because Alex Karp at Palantir, he's a CEO and founder of Palantir. So you've got more passion, and at the end of the day, that's how the company got created. So it's always nice, and I always like having founders as CEOs. Obviously, it doesn't always work out well, and there's times to then actually get someone else involved because you're going beyond your abilities, because sometimes people have become founders and they've never run a business before and they kind of just doing it on the go, but some are just natural businessmen, and he seems to be killing it at the moment because their growth is very good. Palantir, the one that everyone probably comes on my channel for to have a look, this is the stock that I am prepared for it to half in price and go to $40 a share. Just to put that out there, I am prepared mentally for that to happen if it does happen. So yes, I've got about 34 grand in it at the moment, and obviously I'm prepared for that to half. People will be calling me silly and be like, why don't you sell? But then it just goes back to the whole thing of you're essentially like trading the stock at that point. I believe it's going to be worth a lot more than this in the future, in 2030, 2035. So I don't want to chance selling it now and waiting for $40. That might never happen, might never go down to that. It might go down to 60, 50, whatever, and I might still think it's going to go down to 40, and it might never come, and it might start shooting back up, and then you're thinking, well, I need to get back in, and you buy back in. It's just, I just don't want to be trading a long-term hold. That's just what I want. I just don't want to do that. So this is something I've always said, it's a long-term hold for me. So yeah, but I'm up 326%. And my average is $19.36. PayPal, I've actually done some numbers, and I'll put it on screen now. So I've done some numbers on PayPal, and this is a really good site, to be honest with you. This is a really good website for, you got to pay a monthly fee for it, but I really do actually like it. It's very, very helpful. But as you can see, I've put some numbers in on their, going off their previous growths, what they've been saying they're going to be guiding on their revenue growth and also their income growth. So yeah, I've kind of taken a bit of an average with it all, and yeah, I think we can potentially see, obviously this is a bit more of a bull case for PayPal. I should really have maybe shared a bit of more of a bear, not bear case, a base case of where I think PayPal will go. But this is what I've got on my phone at the moment as I'm recording this, and this is a bit of a bull case. Take these numbers with a pinch of salt a little bit. So, but yeah, but we can, if we go off these numbers, as you can see, in 2025, $143 could be, if it trades at a 30p ratio of $143 a share. Obviously, like I said, this is more of a bull case. A base case, probably you're looking at $120 a share. So these are kind of my numbers that I've put up for a bull case of PayPal. And if you want me to share more of these, of the stocks that I hold, then comment below and thumbs this video up, and I will. PayPal, we're up 60% on this, and my average is $52. And yeah, pretty decent with PayPal. Like I said, I just won't be selling now because I believe there's more to go with PayPal. SOFI Technologies, 663 shares of this, up 100%. Do you know what? This is one of these stocks that I kick myself for a little bit, because I just wish I did buy more. And I know it's so easy to say that. I said it with Tesla, I said it with Palantir, now I'm saying it with SOFI, because SOFI, it looks good. It does look good of a stock. And this originally was going to be a bit of a trade, and I've looked into it more, and people are saying it's like the AWS for fintech, and I just would like to have got more shares. And if it does drop and we do have a correction in the stock market, we probably could see $10 again, and that's when I will be buying SOFI at $10 to $11 a share. I will be buying up SOFI big time. Yeah, my average is $8.23, and yeah, SOFI is looking good. It's holding the $15 range very well, actually. and it'll be interesting to see their earnings coming up, which I'm so excited for, because a lot of my stocks are end of Jan and early February time, so I can't wait for that. Tesla, another stock, brilliant stock. Yeah, 39 shares this, wanted 50 shares of this when it was in the top $210. Yeah, literally where my average is. I was being a bit, like, I guess greedy in the sense of I wanted lower than $200. Because at the time it was just trading sideways for a long time, Tesla. And I didn't pull the trigger. It never went down below the $200. Well, it did, but not at the time when I was looking at it and could afford to buy some more. And yeah, but you can't complain, up 100%. And I think Tesla's got a huge amount of growth to come, to be honest with you. I was watching a YouTube video actually today, to be honest with you, how they were going through all the different business models and all the different things that it can do and become, obviously with Optimus, the robots, the FSD, robo-taxis, the energy, the solar, all sorts, everything. Tesla's got a lot of different business models, and we were talking about it before on this channel, how Tesla have got a lot of S-curve kind of growth situations coming their way in the future. And yeah, I think they're going to be a bit of a dominant company in the next few years. They already are, but yeah, very exciting. Someone's price target on the video I was watching, and he's from a really credible kind of YouTube channel as well, but he had a price target of $10,000 a share by 2030, which is mental really to think about, because he's factoring in all of those business models. But yeah, it is just mad, and we'll see how it does go. And I am interested about how the world is going to go, because if they got these Optimus robots and you're looking at McDonald's, Tesco, all these type of like retail kind of jobs, like them McDonald's workers, surely McDonald's will want to replace them with robots that will be so much cheaper than an actual human being doing it. But then I just don't get how that can be possible, because then there's going to be people out of jobs, people that are like leaving college and uni and things like that, wanting to get those type of jobs until they can get into a career that they might want to get into. And it's like, how is that going to work? Like, surely maybe the governments will step in and say you can only have a certain amount of robots per store, or I don't know. Like, it's actually very intriguing to know what's going to happen, because they could take a lot of jobs. So in total, my portfolio is worth £70,574 with a return of 137%, £40,866 return. If you do want a free share on Trading 212, then click the link in the description. You'll get a free share up to £100. Once you've deposited £1, you'll get a share worth up to £100. They're normally like £20, but still, you could get £100 worth of a share. Subscribe if you're new, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.